I'm Brad Barton and welcome to 1.21 Geekawatts, an extremely low-tech look at the 1.21 most interesting stories in geek pop culture today. The TV networks continue to unveil their plans for the fall TV season, what's being picked up, what shows are getting another season, what shows are being canceled outright. And when the networks are really on the ball, they also release some footage, some great new trailers for their new fall offerings, such as what NBC has released for its supernatural thriller, Constantine. Based on the DC Comics series Hellblazer, John Constantine, as played by Matt Ryan on the TV show, is an exorcist and petty dabbler in the dark arts. And in the trailer, we see him make connections with possessed people, conjure all manner of mystic fire out of his hands, communicate with trapped souls, and witness some other impressively creepy, nightmare-inducing shots. And it's got a testy angel played by Harold Perrineau from Lost. Nice! You know, I'll admit, I am not super well versed in this comic book series, nor did I see the 2005 Keanu Reeves movie based on the same property, but this show looks like it's got serious promise. I know that I was making fun of this picture in the last episode of 1.21 Geekawatts. I take it back. I'm sold. I want to check this show out. Constantine debuts this fall on NBC. In comic book news, last week saw the debut of a new series based on the X-Men character Cyclops. See? Number one. Cyclops number one. Which is always interesting. I find it sort of curious to see what Marvel is doing these days with their deluge of number one issues. And this seems like it would be a good jumping on point, right? Number one, Cyclops. It's that guy from the X-Men that shoots lasers out of his eyes. Well, here's the trick, though. In this installment of Cyclops, he's in space. The X-Men are nowhere to be seen. And by he, I mean a 13-year-old version, I think 13 to 16-year-old version of Cyclops. And that's because in continuity, the original X-Men were somehow plucked out of time and placed into the current day and age, so that there are two Cyclopses that are existing, and the young one somehow got scooped up into space. And he is running with a crew of space pirates called the Starjammers. The Starjammers have been around in Marvel for a while. Here's some old school Starjammers. And the main dude right in the middle, his name is Corsair. He is Scott Summers' dad. He's Cyclops' dad. So that's where we are in this new Cyclops series. Space adventures with a 13-year-old Cyclops. Not exactly what you'd expect. Now, that said, it's not a bad series, necessarily. It just isn't necessarily the jumping-on point that one might expect for people who, say, just are about to see a new X-Men movie and they want to get into the X-Men comics. All right, well, sure, good luck. One of the members of the Starjammers is a female member of an alien race that sort of resemble skunks. Here she is, right there. And just as Pepe Le Pew taught us that skunks are excellent lovers, this Starjammer climbs all over Corsair every chance she gets. For today's trivia question, I want you to name that character. The answer to Friday's trivia question was Charlton Heston, and no one got the correct response. No one even tried. Oh, come on now. I know you've got it in you. Better luck with today's trivia question. And you know what? You're going to get a little bit of extra time to try to answer this question, because as of this week, 1.21 Geekawatts is moving to 3 times weekly on the release schedule. So that means you get fresh Geekawatts on Monday and Wednesday and Friday. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I remind my family that I actually still live under the same roof as they do. Won't that be nice for everyone? It will. It's a good thing. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this bite-sized chunk of Geekitude, please do share it with a nerdy friend and help spread the word. You can always reach out to me in the comments section attached to this video or over on Twitter. I'm at BradBarton72, and of course you can always subscribe to the YouTube channel so you never miss a nerdy second. Other than that, I will see you all Wednesday for another exciting episode of 1.21 Geekawatts. Bye-bye, everyone.